Good morning, students. Students, in our previous class, we studied geography. In geography, we studied chapter 1, environment. In that chapter, we saw the meaning of environment. Also, we studied natural components of environment that were atmosphere, biosphere, lithosphere, and hydrosphere. Now, let us continue our chapter. Let us see and understand what is ecosystem. So today we will study what is ecosystem. At an NCC camp that Ravi's class was attending, Jessie exclaimed, "What a heavy downpour! It reminds me of my home in Kerala. You should come and see how it pours and pours and pours over the lush green fields and coconut plantations." Now, two things that to be noted here are the place Kerala and the description of Kerala that Jessie is giving. That is lushy green fields and coconut plantations. Now, one girl named Jessie is talking about the atmosphere, the system, the environment about Kerala. She is telling that in Kerala there is heavy rainfall and there is good coconut plantations. There is greenery all around. The reason behind that greenery is rainfall, of course. Now let us move further. Hira from Jaisalmer exclaimed, "We get no rains. We see only kikar and sand as far as the eyes can see. But you can also find camels," said Ravi. Now, the two things that can be noted here is first, Jessie. She is giving description of Kerala and she is telling that in Kerala there is heavy rainfall which results to lush green fields and coconut plantations. There is coconut plantations in Kerala. Now, Hira, she is from Jaisalmer. Jessie was from Kerala. Hira is from Jaisalmer. Now the place is varying. That is, place is different now. So now what Hira is telling about Jaisalmer? We get no rains. We see only kikar sand as far as the eyes can see. But you can also find camels, said Ravi. Now Hira is she belongs from Jaisalmer. So Jaisalmer comes in Rajasthan. So it is a very desert area. It consists of sand. So she is giving a description about that place, that in that place there is no rains, there is sand all around wherever as far as our eyes can see there. Means at longer distances there are sand deserty areas. So there is no rainfall there. And there Ravi said that you can find camels. Of course, if there is a desert area, camels are seen more in desert areas. In India, there are various desert places like Sahara, Thar, and many more. There we can find maximum camels. So here we saw that Hira, she was from Jaisalmer and she exclaimed that there is no rains. While Jessie is from Kerala and she exclaims that there is a heavy rainfall. There is a very huge and heavy rainfall which results to lush green fields and coconut plantations. Now let's see what Hira says. Hira says, "Not just camels. If you visit our desert, you will see snakes, lizards and many insects too." Now, as Ravi said, as we can see here, as Ravi said that you can find also camels. So Hira was saying about Jaisalmer and Ravi said you can find camels there. So Hira also says to Ravi that you cannot find only camels there, you will find various snakes, lizards and many insects too. Then Ravi wondered, why do the animals, the vegetation and the way people live vary from place to place? Are they all related to each other? Now there strikes a question in Ravi's mind. He says that why the places, the vegetations, the animals are varying. Jessie said that there is green and lushy fields around, there is coconut plantations, while Hira is saying that there is all desert area around, there are no coconut trees, there is sand all around. So Ravi is wondering, do they have a common relation of what? Do these animals, vegetations varies or are different from place to place? So, oh yes, very much so, the teacher replied. So, the teacher says that the vegetation, the animals vary from place to place. So, the teacher said there is a one place, in one place the animals and vegetations differ from another place. जैसे कि हमने बोला, as we saw here that in Ravi's class we saw two girls talking. Hira was talking about जैसलमेर. हीरा ने बोला कि जैसलमेर वहाँ सैंड ही सैंड है और वहाँ कैमल्स भी हैं. जैसी ने बोला कि वहाँ केरला में बहुत बारिश होती है. तो एज रवि को क्वेश्चन आया कि अलग अलग क्यों यहाँ पे अलग अलग चीज़ें हैं, एनिमल्स क्यों अलग अलग प्लेसेस पे डिफरेंट है एंड वेजिटेशंस भी क्यों एक दूसरे से वेरी करती हैं, तो कोई इनमें एक कोई रिलेशन है. तो टीचर सेड येस, ऑल प्लांट्स, एनिमल्स एंड ह्यूमन बींग्स डिपेंड ऑन देयर इमीडिएट surroundings. This is point to be noted. All plants, animals and human beings depend on their surroundings. Often they are also interdependent on each other. So plants, animals and human beings are totally dependent on their surroundings. The surroundings are the basic source. So due to surroundings, their nature, their habitat changes. Often they are also interdependent on each other. Surroundings are dependent on animals and plants and animals are also dependent on surroundings. This relation between the living organisms as well as the relation between the organisms and the surroundings form an ecosystem. So here we can see the meaning of ecosystem clearly. What it is? This relation between the living organisms as well as the relation between organisms and surroundings are the part of ecosystem. So there could be an ecosystem of large rainforest, grassland, desert, mountains, lake, river, ocean and even a small pond. Do you think the park in which Ravi and his friends played form an ecosystem? Yes, it will definitely form, because the plants, the animals, the vegetations are varying from each other. They are different depending on their surroundings. So this was about ecosystem. Barter system, as you can see, it is a type of trade which was used in ancient times. It is now not used now, but it was used in ancient times, and it was a type of trade where goods are exchanged without the use of money. For suppose an example, if you want to buy rice, then you have to give wheat in exchange, or you have to give some other grains or some other thing in exchange of rice. There was no exchange of money. So this was barter system. So here we saw the clear meaning of ecosystem. It is a relationship between plants, animals and human beings and their immediate surroundings. They all form a ecosystem. Now let us see human environment. Human beings interact with environment and modify it according to their need. So human beings are the one which wanted their wants to be satisfied. If their one want is satisfied, another wants come up. So they alter the environment. Early humans adapted themselves to the natural surroundings. पहले के ज़माने में जो ह्यूमन बींग्स थे वो इन्वायरमेंट में एडजस्ट हो जाते थे, लेकिन आज के ह्यूमन बींग्स ऐसे हैं जो इन्वायरमेंट को एडजस्ट करते हैं. They led a simple life and fulfilled their requirements. सो पहले के ज़माने में बहुत सिंपल लाइफ जी जाती थी और अपनी रिक्वायरमेंट्स को पूरा किया जाता था. बट अभी ऐसा नहीं है. अभी जो नीड्स है वो बढ़ती जा रही हैं, लग्जरियस होती हैं. एक नीड पूरी होती है तो दूसरी आती है और इन्वायरमेंट को चेंज किया जाता है. विद टाइम नीड्स ग्रू एंड बिकेम मोर वेरीड. टाइम आने के बाद, इतना टाइम में चेंज होने के बाद वेराइटी आने लगी नीड्स में. द नीड्स वर वेरीड. They learn to grow crops, domesticate animals and lead a settled life. Human learn new ways to use and change environment. So the human got new ways to fulfill their wants and change the environment. The wheel was invented, surplus food was produced, barter system emerged, trade started and commerce developed. So what were the changes that human beings possessed? They learned to grow crops, domesticate animals, and they led a settled life. The wheel was invented, surplus food was produced, barter system emerged, trade started and commerce developed. So as the years passed by, there was development seen. Barter system came into existence, wheel was invented, human beings so- human beings domesticated various animals and they fulfilled their needs. Industrial revolution एनेबल लार्ज स्केल प्रोडक्शन. इंडस्ट्रियल रिवॉल्यूशन का आया, प्रोडक्शन बढ़ गया, फैक्ट्रीज आने लगी और काफ़ी मैन्युफैक्चरिंग भी आगे हुआ. ट्रांसपोर्टेशन बिकेम फास्टर, ट्रांसपोर्टेशन मोड भी बढ़ गया. इंफॉर्मेशन रिवॉल्यूशन मेड कम्युनिकेशन ईजियर एंड स्पीडी अक्रॉस द वर्ल्ड. तो कम्युनिकेशन सेक्टर में भी बहुत बदलाव आया, बहुत डेवलपमेंट आया और बहुत स्पीडली काम होने लगा. ये कुछ अलग अलग डेवलपमेंट अलग अलग फील्ड्स में होने लगे थे. Have you ever thought why you love eating a juicy watermelon in summer and hot roasted peanuts in winter? A perfect balance is necessary between the natural and human environment. So, here they are trying to say that the nature, the adaptations of human varies according to the environment. In summers we like to eat watermelon, we like to eat ice creams, we like to drink cold drinks, but in case of winter we prefer hot drinks, we drink hot milk, we do not eat or drink cold food or drink cold drinks as we do in summer. So this is totally a type of relationship of human beings and environment which are changing accordingly. So there should be a perfect balance. It is necessary to maintain a perfect balance. Humans must learn to live and use their environment in a harmonious way. So human beings should use their environment in harmonious way, in proper way, should not misuse the environment to satisfy their own wants. Noori, a girl from Mizoram from Ravi's class, often talks about the lush green surroundings of a place. Seeing Ravi upset at having lost his playground, Noori invited him to visit her home state during the coming vacation. Ravi's teacher asked the students to draw the landscape, houses, and activities of the people and places they visit during the holidays. So a girl Noori, she is from Mizoram. So as I told that the places and their adaptations, their vegetations, their animals, their lifestyles varies. So as she is a girl from Mizoram, their surroundings are varying. In Mizoram there are lush green surroundings. So she is inviting Ravi to come at her home state during the vacation and enjoy the time. And the teacher asked Ravi to observe that place, to draw the landscape, houses and activities of the people and places they visit during the holidays. So this is all about our today's class. We saw ecosystem and we saw human environment. So students, here we end our chapter. See you in our next class. Thank you.